What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Um, I understand that Lakers Nation is just having a fit right now with Russell Westbrook. Okay, I agree that he is a horrible fit for this team. Okay, in my opinion, uh, the pros about Russell Westbrook is he's going to play hard. He's going to play all the way until the end hard. He's going to go out there and, he prefers to go full throttle. Um, the thing about Russell Westbrook is he's too far gone in his career. Uh, you know, with all of the things that he's been allowed to do, never have he's been allowed to or been told to actually adjust his game for other star players. Um, he only knows one way. So at the end of the day, you know, anybody that thinks that he's gonna all of a sudden become John Stockton out there or Magic Johnson, that's not going to happen. He's not a guy blessed with the court vision and perhaps the mental acuity to be at that position with stars around him. He's better suited on a team with lesser guys around him who are younger and that he can push the ball. That's what he wants to do. Every team that Russell Westbrook joins, the pace of that team quickens considerably. Um, honestly, the same way that LeBron James has the luxury of having teams built around his game, it's a similar thing with Westbrook, except for the difference is LeBron James working his formula can at least get you a deep playoff run, a finals appearance, and perhaps a championship. While with Russell Westbrook, with a bad team or mediocre team, he could get you to the playoffs, but the holes in his game, plus other flaws, can be exploited by superior teams and coaching. That's the difference. But they both, I think, in my opinion, flourish when you play to their strengths as a team. Build teams around both of them. But LeBron James is the superior player. My thing is this, okay? When I first heard that he was joining the Lakers, my response, my mental thinking and my reaction to it was similar to when I found out these two were dating, Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nelson. I knew it wasn't going to work. I knew it was a bad matchup, and I knew that the relationship was doomed for utter failure. Okay, I wasn't shocked when it didn't work. That's how I view this. Like, I know everybody's up in arms and they want Russell Westbrook head on a stick, in a vice or whatever. My thing is, I just don't understand why people are shocked. I'm serious. I'm being dead ass. I don't understand why people are shocked. I knew that this was going to be a disaster, and then you have LeBron James not out there, and you want Russ to play like LeBron. Good luck. That's all I can say. Good luck. You know, um, I hate to keep saying this, uh, because I'm not saying that Russell Westbrook shouldn't be getting some blame. He is. He should. He should get a lot of blame. I think that a couple of those games, a few of those games, directly you can lay at Westbrook's feet for as far as losses is concerned. The stupid turnovers, the times when he gets into these shooting matches and missing shots. I get all of that, man. A lot of these losses are on Russell Westbrook. But what I don't understand is why the overkill. It's overkill. And I get it because he's playing with the Lakers. They're going to go after him hard. But let's look at something here, though. And this is what frustrates me watching any team with LeBron James. Have you noticed? We've all noticed this, but whenever LeBron James plays on any team, there's always a guy that gets all the blame for when they lose. LeBron gets all the credit when they win, but whenever they lose, it's always a guy that gets all of the blame and gets the brunt of the fury from the fans, even if it's not really always his fault. You go all the way back to the first Cleveland run. Ironically, it was Mike Brown, the coach. Man, this nigga can't coach, man. Yeah, he might be a defensive coach, but man, this guy can't coach offense. This guy's an idiot. They need to get rid of Mike. They need to fire Mike Brown. Mike Brown's a problem, man. Look at those weird ass face expressions he made. This guy's an idiot, man. He's the one holding LeBron back. Now, what's the difference between Mike Brown and Frank Vogel? Frank Vogel, a defensive coach. His rotations make no sense whatsoever. He don't make adjustments. What the hell is he doing out there? But nobody goes on him. Wonder why that is. You figure it out yourself. Then later on, it was Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, Damon Jones, they used to go after him and whatnot. Then, of course, Kevin Love got some blame, but, he got a little empathy, sympathy for whatever reason. But they used to go really after. It's always the same thing. J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith was the fuck up. J.R. Smith was the reason why they always was losing. It's J.R. Smith. He's a screw up. This nigga dumb, man. It's J.R. Smith. Then, you know, later on, a little bit Lonzo Ball, but Kyle Kuzma. It was Kyle Kuzma that's the problem. It's Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma is the screw up. They need to get rid of Kyle Kuzma. If they just get rid of Kyle Kuzma, the team will be all right. Then what year was it? Danny Green. Danny Green misses a couple of shots, and Danny Green's a problem. Danny Green needs to be traded. Danny Green's a problem. Now here we are, Russell Westbrook. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to be everything that happened before, but just on DEFCON 3. And everybody is asking for Russell Westbrook's head. And I hope that he does get traded because he is part of the problem. But he will not alleviate the entire problem. He's part of the problem, a large part of the problem. But the other part of the problem to me is you have a bad coach and you have, to me, it's the lineups, mismatches, bad strategies. You don't have Russell Westbrook is not a good fit on this team. He can't shoot. He's not a traditional point guard. And he wants to play at a pace that is not on the same wavelength for everybody else on there on the court. Now, yeah, he should slow down. And that's why I get on him. He can't play on. It's like he's incapable of playing at a different pace. He complaining about he wants to play faster, and either the team needs to adjust to him or he needs to adjust the team. And it doesn't like it's going to work, so just trade him. But there's other problems with this team. Defensively, this team sucks. These are problems that we saw last year. It isn't like the Lakers were the top team in the NBA last year and then Russell's just fucking everything up. We saw these defensive deficiencies get exploited when they played Phoenix last year. I mean, look, I commend Carmelo Anthony for showing effort. he's one of the few out there that seem like they're showing any effort on the defensive end. But this team is old in some spots, man. You got Carmelo, he's 37. LeBron is 36. Uh, Russell Westbrook is 33, but I can see that he's deteriorating. He's missing dunks. He's missing layups. He's not getting up as high. And I said that, a guy like Russell Westbrook who doesn't have anything, his game is so predicated on speed and athleticism, he's going to fall apart really quick. He's going to fall apart very quickly because he can't shoot. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's out of the league in 3 years. And I like Russ, but he's going to be out the league in 3 years because of how he plays the game. But the problem is you got these young NBA players. They see the Lakers, they see all the fucking hype and hoopla this team got, and in the back of their minds, they don't have no fear of this damn team. They have no fear of that team. And they're going out there and busting their ass. That's what's going on. Even if you trade Russell Westbrook, it ain't going to alleviate the problems. It's not going to alleviate everything that's going on. It's the team to me, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe look, if they trade him and the Lakers go on like a 10-1 run, I completely apologize. I'll get on this motherfucker and say, look, I was wrong. It was Russell Westbrook. I have seen the light. But I have my suspicions that even if you trade him for Ben Simmons, it might help somewhat on defensive end, but you're still going to have certain problems. Ben Simmons is better pushing the basketball, right? He's better in a open court. So you're still going to have an issue with a guy that's not as effective or as, I guess as effective in half court, a slower pace. He wants to push the pace. You got a guy that could be a head case. He's having problems in Philly. If he's supposed mental, whatever. Imagine him playing in LA. And he's pulling that bullshit. End of the day, man, I just knew this shit wasn't gonna work. And, I lay the blame of this shit at the Lakers organization and to an extent LeBron James because he has a higher basketball IQ than this. I know he has a higher basketball IQ. And yeah, Russell Westbrook, because he agreed to come over there. He agreed to come over there and he created this situation himself. They're supposed to be sacrificing and all this shit. They talk good, but nobody's doing any damn thing, But I do know this, man. Sometimes Russell Westbrook, it's not always him, bro. Like, you got a guy, like last night, AD shows that when he gets a little bit of resistance, he quits. He gets a little bit of resistance. Shaq did not let double teams stop him from putting up 30 points. You're going up against a team. You're going up against a team that is already porous at the center position, and then they don't have their center, and you shooting threes and jumpers. I don't know, bro. Like I don't understand it, man. Like Russell Westbrook at this stage of his career is not the best player on that team. The best active player supposedly is AD. But people are looking at Westbrook like he's the leader of that team. And he's not. Even when LeBron's playing, people are looking at Westbrook. What the fuck is that? That's LeBron's team. Now I get it, he's not playing right now. So yeah, you look at AD and Westbrook. But when LeBron's playing, people still like, I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. I don't understand for life of me. When the Lakers are winning, all praise be LeBron James. When the Lakers are losing and he's playing, it's everybody else except for him. And I understand they do that with other players too. Get it? Other star players in the past, they get all the praise, and when they lose, teammates. But uh, after a while, if after a while, even their star players start getting criticism. One or two games, yeah. But if it's a trend, even that star player starts getting criticism. Not this dude. I don't understand it. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? The Lakers are a disaster. Um, I don't look for this team to do shit this year. Other teams have gotten better in the Western Conference. Look what the Warriors did to the Bulls, man. The Warriors held DeMar DeRozan to what? 5 for 20 something shooting. Zach LaVine had like 23, 25, but a lot of those points were garbage points. And Lonzo Ball was held to like fucking one of forever shooting. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo Ball looked like trash. Against the Lakers, Lonzo Ball looked like how you want Lonzo to look. DeRozan had 40. I don't know how many LaVine had, what, 27? I mean, it's just, they're not stopping anybody, man. They're not stopping anybody. Earlier this year, didn't John Morant get a career high against them? Or damn near career high? We had 40 something. Only reason why they lost the game because he missed a free throw. Like a lot of these dudes, they busting the Lakers' ass. Let's just be honest, man. They busting these old men ass. That's what's going on. These old ass team is getting exploited. And I'm telling you, maybe I'm wrong, but even if you trade Russell Westbrook, the problems are still going to continue. And that's where you gotta look at Frank Vogel. You gotta look at Frank Vogel and the effort of the players. But anyway, I'm done. Tell me what you guys think.